Da 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 da.
Greetings, fellow test subjects. Test subject 1337 here for Aperture Gaming. They make it. We test it. You play it. And now it is time to blow off some steam as Aperture Gaming is proud to present a B.O.S. review. I apologize how this one took a while to get up and around. So I'd like to cite the Steam Summer Sale that just happened, Season 2 of Skull and Bones, and the upcoming Season 13 of Sea of Thieves. Okay, so yeah, now we got that out of the way. A bit of a warning before I get into the review of this. This game, for starters, it says it has like a bright flashing lights and colors and stuff. So if you have photosensitivity or potential for seizure, I'm gonna try to put like a screen up to dampen the brightness a little bit. I'm gonna try to dull the colors just a little bit. Now, also, this game I would describe. If I describe this game, I'd say it's kind of like a button mash speed run. So I'm going to have to try to alter the footage a little bit to slow it down so you can see what's going on. It's a lot to take in, so just please watch with caution. So, yeah, I apologize for the delay, and I apologize for how this video is going to probably look. So just bear that in mind and be cautious when watching. So what is this dangerous game that I am reviewing? Well, let's get to the review, shall we?
Series.
The name of the game is Mullet Madjack. As far as I can tell, it is not a sequel, prequel, or in-between quel.
Team.
This game was developed by Hammer 95, and while it was also published by them, it was published by another group. I'm going to get the name wrong, I apologize. It is EPOPEIA Games. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, so I just wanted to spell it. Sorry about that.
Plot.
The game takes place in the 90s, or more specifically, the 2090s. Humankind has found a way to physically merge itself with the internet, and as a result of that, the human mind needs a dopamine drip every 10 seconds, otherwise they will die. The princess of the internet has been kidnapped by robots, and you play as Mullet Madjack, and your objective is to save the princess of pop culture and the internet.
Gameplay controls.
The game is a first-person speedrun. Let's see how I describe it. It's a first-person shooter, and it's like an arcade-style game, and there's a whole lot of action in it. So, it's what you play through 10 floors, and you have to battle against robots and navigate your way to the exit button on each floor. After getting through 10 floors, you then have to face the boss on the 11th floor. By doing this, your progress is saved, because if you die, let's say you die on the 5th floor, then you have to play the first 4 floors again, play the 5th floor, and keep going until you get to the boss fight. After defeating the boss, your progress is saved. And each floor you defeat, at the end of each floor, you get a reward. You either get a different weapon, or a cool down effect, or a power-up effect, something to help you. And the thing is, you have to make sure you kill robots constantly along the way, because if you don't, you'll run out of the dopamine hits because you are being streamed live while you are trying to save the princess. You have to constantly kill robots because they'll give you likes give you the dopamine, and that keeps you alive, because if you die by the robots, or if you don't kill anything within 10 seconds, then you die of natural causes. So yeah, it is a very, very time-sensitive game.
Graphics.
The graphics for this game, it looks like an arcade game from the 1990s. There's a lot of variety of colors, and the enemies move. It's almost like one of those light gun games that you see. There's a lot of robots. You got the standard robots, you got the drone robots, and then you can travel through vents. Yeah, so they have you see a certain floor texture or a certain wall texture, and they have areas where it's oh, this is a weapon you can pick up for a finisher, or this is an area where you can go through for a shortcut. So they do have some areas clearly indicated that you learn to. If you grew up during doing 90s arcade games, you learn to look for these things.
Audio.
The audio is very. Let's see how do I describe this. Okay, so you have a secondary character who's oh, congratulations, we are with the Life Corp. We're going to give you this special effect. So we get some side commentary at the start and end of every level. Madjack himself gets a couple of lines, and there's one of the power-ups you can unlock is have Jack say extra commentary throughout the level. And of course, there's all the gunshots, there's the explosions, the robots, and a very 90s-esque arcade track.
Multiplayer.
No, there was no multiplayer.
DLC.
Yes, there is DLC. Currently, there is an art book and the soundtrack, but there's like no weapons or skins or levels or whatever. No, so it's just like stuff that's secondary outside of the game.
Issues.
There are no technical issues. Aside, yeah, so the game plays well. Nothing is broken, but there is, like I said, the game is a very, like I said, it is a speedrun button masher. And like I said, I had to slow down the footage so you can see what's going on. Because honestly, you are under the gun to try to get from floor to floor, because otherwise then you'll have to start all over again. Like you're on level 9, and if you die, then you have to go back and do all 9 floors again, which can be very tiresome. Yes, the game is very grind-centric and replay value if you're not that good. You can adjust the difficulty as you need to, but it's just like, whoa man, this game is very intense. It's a very hardcore game.
Buy, rent, or pass.
This game, if I could describe it, it's like Cyberpunk 2077. You're playing as Duke Nukem and or Brock Sampson. You have the lines for all that. And also the 2 films Crank. Remember Crank, he gets the drug in him and he has to keep his heart rate up and his adrenaline going. Now, there's an interesting meta commentary about how people in the internet have fused into one and the dopamine have to get every 10 seconds. Also, there's a commentary about the disappearance of physical games and physical media, how everything is now digital. So yeah, very meta commentary about this game. And does seem very reminiscent of anime and OVAs of the 1990s. In fact, it even has that listed in there several times. Another thing I'd like to cite is the 2016 film Nerve, where people play a game and are forced to do more and more challenges and dares from viewers to get money. So it kind of reminds me of all this. So, but right now, I'd say this game definitely falls in the rent category. Sorry for the long explanation there.
Overall score.
There's nothing wrong with the game. It's definitely a very more intense kind of variety. It's kind of like when I first played the third Just Cause game. There were no chest-high walls or cover effects, and I had to just all the games that I had played before that I had to learn to play a new way. So this is a game where if you like the really intense stuff, if you like it really right in your face, pedal to the metal, full throttle, this game could be for you. It might dissuade a few people, and like I said, there's a warning about the flashing lights, so yeah, you have to play with caution. But yeah, like I said, it's an interesting commentary, meta commentary on how the world is, and with physical media disappearing, with everyone needing dopamine, constantly being connected to the internet all the time. I mean, we have all these smart devices nowadays, so it's interesting. It was hard to cite the music and the visuals because I was just trying to get through each floor so fast. I was like, gotta kill the robot, gotta find the exit. How much time do I have? Yeah, so it is a very intense game. Like I said, it definitely is in the rent category. So like if you're really one of those hardcore gamers that if you're one of those, if you're a speedrunner, then this game would definitely be for you. So speedrun plus button mash, and honestly for me, while I did have the gun option, I found the sword worked in my favor. So it's a very interesting game. So we here at Aperture Games, we give Mullet Madjack a solid 8 out of 10. Yeah, so this game, it is a doozy. So if you're feeling up for it, give it a shot. If you like a nostalgic ace, I like how it kind of has the look and feel of retro, but also it's retro yet modern. So I'm not trying to classify anything else as. But that's all the time we have for this episode. I'm glad we got a chance to blow off some steam with this boss review. Until next time, this has been Test Subject 1337 for Aperture Gaming saying thank you for watching, game on, and have a nice day.